Okay, hello grade 9s. The power has just gone out at 1:05 with our lesson coming up at 2. So for those that do have power at 2, hopefully this recording can get to you. So what we're doing now is we are finding the equation of a straight line. So if we given a straight line, we're going to have to find the equation. So we're given, and just to show you that it doesn't matter what straight line, it's not some magic numbers. So all of this you're given, so please draw as you go. You're given the x, the y-axis, and you're given a straight line. And let's say you're given the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Now I'm going to make these randomly. So the x-intercept is at x equals 4. There it is. Remember, full coordinates definitely make a better idea. And our y-axis is at 6. So we're given this, and we're given a straight line that goes through these 2 points. This one at 0, 6. And I'll ask you, what's the equation of that straight line? Now, our starting point is, what was the general form of any straight line? We said that it was y equals mx plus c. This is the standard form that we looked at. So that's our starting point. Write down y equals mx plus c, and that's our starting point. Now, c we said related to our y-intercept. So if we substitute this point in, and by substitute I mean wherever we see a y, we're going to put the y value, and wherever we see an x, we're going to put the x value. So the y value is 6, so we're going to say 6 equals m we don't know. We're going to substitute the x value of this point, which is 0, plus c. Here's an equation. So 6 equals 0 times m. What's 0 times anything? 0, plus c. So in other words, our c value is 6. So we know that y equals mx, well, we can fill in this bit, plus 6. And if we're given the y-intercept, we don't even have to show this working. We can just say, oh, c equals 6, because we can read it off our graph. Now we have 2 options to find the equation. And we're going to practice both, although you only ever have to use one. It really, you should know both of them. So let's start with using the gradient. That's going to be our first method. Gradient, we said, was for every 1 step you walk across, how far up do you go? And we worked that out by saying rise over run. So let's look, and as you know, I always start with a run. So to go from this point to this point, how far are we running? Well, we're going from 0 to 4. So yep, we've run along by 4. So we've run by 4. How far have we risen to get from this point down to that point? We've gone from 6 to 0. So therefore we've risen by negative 6. And we can simplify this to negative 3 over 2. Therefore, we put that in, y equals minus 3 over 2x plus 6. Second method of working this out is by substituting. So we can substitute, excuse my bad writing, I'm feeling a bit rushed. Substituting, so we're going to substitute this point in, this second point. So we know that y so far, y equals mx plus 6, and we're going to sub in, so we're going to show what we're doing, this point, 4, 0. So the y value is 4, so we're going to go 0 equals mx. So m we don't know, but the x value is 4, so we're going to substitute it, replace it with 4 plus 6. Now we've got an equation. 0 equals m times 4, we'd normally write as 4m plus 6. We know how to solve equations. Let's subtract 6 from both sides, so that on the left-hand side we've got minus 6, and the right-hand side we've got 4m, because these 2 parts here, plus 6 minus 6, they eliminate each other. And what do we want to do from here? Well, let's divide that by 4. Whatever we do on one side, we do on the other. So we're left with m equals minus 6 over 4, which we simplify to minus 3 over 2. So therefore y equals minus 3 over 2x plus 6. What's your vote? Which one do you rate is better? The gradient method or the substituting? Given the length of this, I'll go for this one. The gradient seems a little bit easier, but the substituting we have to use in some cases. So there's how we do it. Please enjoy the video, and there's a worksheet to do. My power has just come back on, but in this wind it's coming and going. So hopefully see you at 2 o'clock. But either way, the video is here for if you can't make the lesson due to power, Wi-Fi, any other issue, or anything else.